Going on YouTube, Cloverbells here back with another Scarlet Violet video, and today we're finally getting to our 5th and final rental for the month of March, and that is the best one for last. It is Moltres back again for Regulation F. You guys know how much we've spent time on Moltres. It's probably our most used mon secretly within the format, and we try everything we can always to make it work whenever possible, and we've got a good one here. So we made this squad, and we, our viewer SodaMario was able to use it, and he top cut not one but 2 tournaments, and the most recent one is 2nd place in the almost 120 plus Tommy Tour from this past Tuesday. So I figured once he got that result, hey man, we gotta feature the squad now. There's just no way we don't do it. So the way I designed Moltres again is a very standard set with Citrus Berry with Fiery Wrath, Nasty Plot, Air Slash, and Protect. Again, double dipping into Berserk is the key with the berry, but now we can even triple or even quadruple because now we've also accompanied it with Cresselia here. And this was always a combination I wanted to use even in other formats, and I did a little bit. And it works, right, because of Cresselia's Lunar Blessing to be able to heal the Moltres anytime it takes damage, so you're always going to be going up and down into the Berserk. Which is good. And we have 2 kinds of speed controller. We have Icy Wind and Lunar and Trick Room here. So this way, if you want to go like the faster route, you can always do Icy Wind. And if you want to just click the hard Trick Room, then you can always do that as well. So, and again, this is a very bulky Cresselia with the Calm Nature here with the Speed F boost. So this way we can take stuff like a Chi-Yu Dark Pulse, for example, something like that. And it's Mental Herb, right? So this way, we want to make sure we get that Trick Room up. And this is going to be good in like a global challenge kind of thing and a best of 1. Where they think you might be Goggles or Berry. Mental Herb is just going to be so huge and important for getting up Trick Room on this kind of team because we have a lot of slow options here. Speaking of slow options, another perfect partner for Cresselia is the physical Ursaluna. It's been a while since we've used this one. It's a Swords Dance set rather than something like Shadow Claw, for example. But Earthquake, of course, because you have some synergy with Moltres and the Cresselia, so you can Earthquake next to both options. And Cresselia can benefit both, right? You can heal the Ursaluna, you can heal the Moltres. Good synergy on both ends, which is what I based the team around, when I built it, right? The first 3 options were, Cresselia, Moltres, and Ursaluna just made sense here. Then after that, you've got the core, so follow your team building conventions. Let's add the support options, right? And you can't think of better support options than something like Incineroar and the Ogerpon-Wellspring, your Fire Water Grass core. You've got Intimidate from the Incineroar, you've got Fake Out Pressure, you have Redirection, from the Ogerpon. All things that you need to be able to set up your Nasty Plots and your Trick Rooms and your Swords Dances. And then from there, you have more damage mitigation with Parting Shot, of course. And then that allows you to cycle your Intimidates and cycle your Fake Outs, right? So, common leads that you can do is like Instant Cresselia turn 1, get the Intimidate drop. So this way, Cresselia is a little bit more bulky physically. Then you can click Fake Out on 1 slot, set up Trick Room, Parting Shot, then bring in the Urs or the Moltres, and then you go from there, right? Then from here, our last slot is our choice specs, Flutter Mane with Perish Song here. And again, the whole idea with Perish is you have something to click against. You're going against something annoying like Dondozo or, the annoying Kamo teams that just want to set up in your face. Registeel, another one. And you just really need a get out of jail button, and Perish Song can be that one button that you can use and exploit that, right? So, all in all, it's a pretty cool team. And, if you really had to like make adjustments and say, what, I don't like Moltres Clover. Is there anything else that I could use to sub it? Yeah, you can just put Raging Bolt here, a very slow, bulky Raging Bolt, and then the rest of the team just fits absolutely perfectly. But I wouldn't go Earthquake on Ursaluna anymore. I would probably just go something like Headlong Rush, and then the team would be good the way it is if you did not want to use Moltres. But we are Moltres supporters on this channel, okay? It's almost our next secondary mascot. So without further ado, let's hopefully get some good wins with this Moltres Ursaluna team. So let's not waste any more time. Let's just go straight into the ranked battles. All right, we're playing the other Ursaluna, and it's the other Indeedee. Imposters everywhere. And then there's Iron Crown. Okay, Pelipper, Ursh, Iron Crown. So, looks like a different kind of Tailwind. This guy's definitely getting ready for some global challenge shenanigans. Well, it looks like Trick Room could be the play. It definitely does. I do have Cresselia here that can really help me out. The problem is there's a Pelipper with something called Wide Guard. That is the main thing that I am concerned about. However, that being said, I think just doing something like this is going to be good. where we just do Cresselia Incin. Oh no, wait, if that's the other one. Oh, hold on a second. I mean, I still want to go. How about this? Moltres, and then let's go. Let's go Ogre. He's gonna give me the rain, and then let's go Flutter. How about this? Let's leave the Ursaluna behind this game. I don't think I necessarily need it per se. I think Moltres and Ogerpon is actually all I need with Cresselia support. But let's see how my opponent decides to play this. I have to be wary of wide guard stuff, but yeah, let's see what if he leads the Pelipper here. He doesn't. He brings the other Indeedee. There could be some Terra Fairy shenanigans. I don't think that that Indeedee gets Trick Room per se. I don't think so. I just know that it's like super fast and whatnot. So what I think I want to do is just literally set up the Trick Room first. And there will be things outspeeding me here. So I can still click Fiery Wrath, of course, and I think I will. I don't think I per se need the nasty plot, but I could definitely play greedy here. I think I'm just gonna go straight Fiery Wrath. Let me just get damage on the board here and force him to go Terra Fairy, on that Indeedee per se. How does he stop the Crest? Are you gonna give me the Trick Room, or are you gonna take the Fiery Wrath? See, I could also have made him choose. Like, do I give him the Trick Room, or do I give him the nasty plot per se, right? So there is the Terra. This is definitely gonna be Fairy for sure. Yep, there it is. So, but what does he hit me with? Is it just gonna be Dazzling Gleam? It's not gonna do a lot of damage unless he doubles into something here. All right, so is he going for the Moltres though? Is my question. Are you going for the Moltres? Knockoff into Cresselia, not enough. Okay, thank you for knocking off Mental Herb. Fiery Wrath comes out. A little bit of chip damage into that Indeedee, of course. And here is said Trick Room. Alright, so I could have also taken the turn to, nasty plot there, but I guess it wasn't necessary. Now, I can still technically Lunar Blessing here. And then still go for nasty plot shenanigans. And I think I will do that. But I am going to just die next turn, just because he has knockoff for some reason. So I may need to actually just Terra here so I can survive that. And click Lunar Blessing. And I still want to click Nasty Plot here. He might even just protect that Ogerpon. So because of that, I still want to take this opportunity to set up this Nasty Plot. Okay. Because that was decent chip damage, but yeah, I think he just protects here. I don't think he wants his Ogerpon to die to like an Air Slash in the opening turns. But I think he's just going to ignore the Moltres, more or less. He doesn't want to go into Berserk range. He's actually just going to click Raw Dazzling Gleam. How much is this doing to Moltres? Not enough. Alright, Lunar Blessing comes out. He's actually a little bit slow, believe it or not, so that was interesting. Alright, so we're going to get a little bit of health. I think if he just bops the Crest on the head, that'll be his best play. But there's the Nasty Plot. Okay. Alright, and he's actually just going knockoff. That didn't do it, but he does knock off my berry. So that's the good thing for him, I guess. But now, we can just keep clicking Lunar Blessing. And now we can even click Air Slash over here. Just to like remove this Ogerpon per se. And just remove the damage threat. And I think I will do that. He might even just click Protect now. Right, again, he's going to try and stall out my Trick Room here. But we'll see what he does. But I think just clicking Lunar Blessing, just keeping everything up. This is a +2 Air Slash here. Fiery Wrath is going to also do a bunch of good damage. Right, but I'm not really worried about that Indeedee. Hey, swap, so something's taking the Air Slash here. Alright, what is it? Ursaluna, okay. Which is also subjected to Trick Room. Expanding Force, well, that's not going to do anything to Moltres. Cresselia will take minimal chip here. Alright, Lunar Blessing again. Healing up my Moltres. Okay. Alright, here's the +2 Air Slash coming out. Ursaluna taking a lot of damage there. And again, he does have there is Trick Room against me now, however. So, I may still want to click the Fiery Wrath button just to get some damage. Okay, he could even just Blood Moon me. But this might be Cresselia's last stand here. Let me think about how I want to do this. I can still quote-unquote blow up. Who do I want to give up here? Who did he just switch out? He switched out the other Ogre. I think I'll give you the Flutter. Let me give you the Flutter instead. And let me click... Let me get a little bit of spread damage with Farigiraf. Okay. Now, if he chooses to nuke the Moltres, I should live that. Alright, Hyper Voice. We didn't get procced into Berserker range. Dazzling Gleam. Now we will. Okay. But Moltres should be able to still take this. Okay. Thank you for giving me Berserk again. Alright, I could have... Alright. Yeah, that's still good ship damage. Dazzling Gleam, Hyper Voice damage. That was interesting. Okay. And you already tear it, so my Flutter will... Oh, there's the Urshifu. Well, he can't quite Aqua Jet just yet. But what is this? Still one more turn of Trick Room. Sucker Punch is a play. I kind of just want to click Dazzling Gleam anyway. And who does he... What do we want to switch here? Do I still click fire? I think I want to just get rid of this thing. This thing is doing too much damage. I can't outspeed. He can't really... The Indeedee is what's causing the problem here, actually. Let me just protect him first. See what's up. Okay. And see if the Urshifu also protects here. It's just gonna go D-Gleam. I might live this if I'm Flutter Mane. Alright. It's gonna be tough. But let's see if I live this. Flutter lives, that's good. Okay. Goes Wicked Blow into the Flutter slot. Okay, that's the correct play. Alright, so Trick Room is over. But we get to bring in the Ogre. Alright, and the Moltres is +3. Alright. Okay, the Moltres is +3. So we just do Follow Me here, and we outspeed him. The Urshifu, I do need to chip. Alright. The Farigiraf's damage is just not enough. I can break the Sash, but I think what I have to do first is just Air Slash this thing. And maybe the Urshifu just straight out protects here. Swaps the Urshifu. Alright, well, something else is coming in. And well, it's the one he switched out. It's the Ogerpon, right? So here we go. Follow Me. Okay, so, I mean, we will remove this Indeedee. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so that... He gets to repivot his Ursh. More or less. Okay, and we have a healthy quote-unquote Ogerpon here. Alright, and there's the Urshifu. Alright, so there could be a Sash here. But, again, just also Follow Me. And Raw Farigiraf is also going to be good. Air Slash is super effective against everything that there is here. But he does go first. And then he does have Sucker Punch plays, right? So I think this is actually a little bit of a problem. How do I want to do this? I think what I have to do is actually just be aggressive here. So what I want to do is actually just Air Slash this thing. The Ursh is the main threat. Alright. Alright, there's a Follow Me. Okay. Well, so we're following. So everything is being followed. Alright, but we are calced to live this Ursh. Alright, so here's the Air Slash. So goodbye, Ogre. So, again, Ogerpon with the support. This is what I wanted out of him. And again, we still have Cresselia in the back. That's not going to do anything. Yeah, I mean... That's a lot of damage. I think he's banded. Yeah, that looks... If he has U-turn, you're banded. Okay, well, yeah, then that's it. It's over. Alright, Moltres the Bulk survives in Game 1. Battle was cancelled. Cresselia did the job, too, a little bit. Okay, we got... Oh, man, what is this? We got Dondozo Tatsugiri. We haven't played Dondozo Tatsugiri in a long time. And then we got Latios over here. With Heatran and Ogerpon. This is where something like Specs Flutter with Perish is gonna come in very handy. Yeah. Latios? And then also like instant stuff, right? Like Cress actually looks really good here. I mean, Ursaluna as well, more or less. Especially with like Icy Wind shenanigans. Moonblast. I really want Ursaluna. So I'm gonna do Cress. I'm gonna do Cress Incin. Alright. And then we need the Perish Flutter in the back. You know, our own Ogre is also pretty good. Man, I can't believe we're still playing like Dondozo in this era. Latios is also playing, but I think I just go the Ursaluna route. It's tough, right? I don't know if you want Latios here. Do you? Like, I've got Moltres here. Are you not scared of it? Let's see. Let's see how we do here. Alright, what are we leading it? Dondozo and Latios. Yeah, that means Tatsugiri's in the back. Okay, and you might have Ogerpon as well. So, we get some Intimidate into Dondozo, so that's the good thing. That's the good thing. Trick Room is a must. And I can just fake out this thing, right? You can switch out the Dondozo ideally. Oh, he's gonna stay in, unless this is... Yeah, alright. Simple. Whoa. Okay. Yep. We've got this thing. Alright. We just got better. Alright, we know what's coming now. Okay. But we do get Trick Room going. Okay. And what is that? Leftovers? Okay. So we got Moonblast for Latios here. Dondozo, you're -1. And, you know, again, just straight Moonblast. I want to repivot here. And I also just want to do straight knockoff here. I guess Parting Shot is the play. He can protect. Okay, he swaps the Latios, so this is definitely Tatsugiri. Okay. It is Tatsugiri. Alright, so this Dondozo is gonna get everything, right? He's this is the simple strat. Okay. So everything is gonna get a huge boost. Now we do get a little bit of a Parting Shot here. Alright, there's our Parting Shot, of course. Okay, out we go. Do I literally give him the other thing? I think I have to give you the Urs. If you click the water move, okay, so if he kills the Urs right now, then we go into Flutter here. Next turn, then I can go Incin. Okay. Urs comes in next turn, we click the Sod, ideally. Because I know he wants this thing dead. How do I want to do this? I'll go into Flutter. I think I might have to just give him this. And we'll let Ursaluna come in for free. Assuming... but yeah, he switched it out. Okay. Oh, he went for Order Up? Ooh! He went into the Incin slot. Very, very interesting. Alright. Well... So... Somewhat... decent. Oh, there's the Toxic Orb. Alright, what's your stats? That's too much. But he's only +1 attack. Okay. So that's the first thing. Okay. Then what we can do is neutralize him again by going into Incin. Alright. And then we can click Perish. Okay. So he's only +1. And now he's gonna be neutral. And I don't think neutral Dondozo is gonna pick up Flutter Mane from here. Alright, so we're just gonna do this. Alright, Intimidate Dozo. And we just have to live 1 attack. Alright, and we're faster than him anyway, so we get off the Perish regardless. Alright, so Dozo, you are neutral. Okay. And there's another order up. I mean, this is fine. That does no damage. So Dondozo's attack is rising. Tatsugiri, Orb. Alright. Flutter Mane perished down to 3, of course. Dondozo perished down to 3. So what we can do now is we can fake out and then bring in the Ursaluna, ideally, right? I could even bring in Cresselia, technically, right? So this way Ursaluna doesn't take any water damage, quote unquote. So I think I will do that, right? And then just keep clicking Lunar Blessing next turn. Preserve the Flutter. That's the goal. So here comes Cress. Alright, that's same thing. Alright. So Dondozo protects here. Still fine. Okay, that's good. Alright, so everything's gonna die soon. Alright, more Toxic Orb. Alright, perish down to 2 for Incin. Dondozo also perished down to 2. And now we can Parting Shot. Okay, and we can also click Moonblast technically, right? Right, just to get some chip damage going. Okay, so here's the Parting Shot. Okay. Again, if he wants to keep clicking Order Up, he can. But Trick Room's going to end soon, so I still want to go into Flutter. Right? And again, just keep the Ursaluna in the end game. Okay, Moonblast comes out. A little bit of chip. Dondozo clicks Order Up. Again, not doing any damage, of course. Okay. You know, I have to play this game. He chose to bring Dondozo, right? This is what he wanted. Dondozo perished, came to 1. The dimensions are normal. So now Dondozo's gonna die next turn. So now what we can do, and again, he's back to quote-unquote neutral. I can go right back into my Incin here and set up Trick Room, right? And if he wants to go, yeah, because I don't want to like take too much damage, right? Because like he's just gonna die next turn. So let's go into Incin now and let's set up the Trick Room. Okay, Dondozo will faint and we should be all right. So here we go. Flutter, thanks for coming. Just preserving my win cons here, right? This is what you want to do. Here we go. Incin again. Dondozo back down to neutral, of course. Alright. And Dondozo clicks Earthquake. That's not going to kill, so he's going to get some meaningful chip here. But still okay. Yeah, see, that does no damage. Like, Alright, and here's Trick Room. And Dondozo faints here. So, that, all in all, fine. Okay. There's this little recovery, but of course, subjected to perish. Alright. Still more damage taken from Tatsugiri. The Toxic Orb. Dondozo faints. Okay, Tatsugiri pops right back out. And here comes the Ogerpon here. Okay. And it's the water one. So very easily now, we can click Parting Shot into this thing. And whatever comes in, you know, of course I can heal it. But I can also just go aggressive and remove the Tatsugiri. But I can also just click Lunar Blessing here. And just heal everything right back up. Okay. I can even go back into, you know what, just so that... How do I want to do this? I can go into Ursaluna now. But it's so risky, right? Because I don't want to take an Ivy Cudgel. So let's just Parting Shot this thing anyway. And if he protects, he protects. And let's go for the Lunar Blessing. The Tatsugiri will die anyway. Okay. Yeah, see, he wants to Terra. So, like, even if he kills the Incin now, it's totally fine. And if he... And I don't think he even kills the... you know... The other thing. I could have... Could I have faked out here? Oh, yeah, I could have faked out. But I think he just clicked... Oh, he didn't. Alright, so we get off a Parting Shot. So that's good. So I kind of have to be careful with the where he goes with the Ivy Cudgel here. Okay? because that could kill my thing. And I also just went for Lunar Blessing because, you know, I am faster. So I think I might have to just give him the Flutter here, right? Depending on this. I don't want to retake. How do I want to do this? The Ursaluna is going to take too much damage. Let me go into Flutter here. I think that's exactly where he went with the Ivy Cudgel. Okay. Yeah, see, I messed up this feature, quote unquote. I guess some raw damage would have been good with the Cresselia. This is my fault. But he just goes for Muddy Water here. Okay, so that's good. I'm definitely glad I didn't switch. Accuracy falls. Please kill the Flutter. Uh-oh. Double accuracy drop. Ivy Cudgel, where are we going? Is it going into the instant slot? Yep. Alright, so I'm glad I didn't get into Ursaluna there. So now what we can do is bring Ursaluna in now. Okay, and now he should be okay. And again, Tatsugiri taking his toll on the Tatsugiri. So that thing will die next turn. So if anything, I can just protect and let the, you know, the Tatsugiri die. I can also click Earthquake now. Alright. But yeah, like my Flame Orb still needs to activate. So honestly, what I want to do here, let's just protect until we're locked and loaded here. And once that Tatsugiri dies, this Ogerpon will be trapped here at quote-unquote -2 when we switch in the instant. So let's just do that. How many turns of TR do I got? I've got 3 turns. I got plenty of turns here. So let's just protect here. Okay. And then let's just get some chip damage going into the Ogerpon slot over here. Just a little bit of chip. Alright. Alright, I need to preserve this win con here. Here's some Moonblast damage, of course. So still fine here. There's the Muddy Water. Again, still fine. Okay. And again, he'll heal his little... oh, but there's another accuracy drop, by the way. Alright, there's Hornleech. Yeah, see, this is good. Right? Okay, Tatsugiri drops here. And now we can just keep clicking Lunar Blessing and stuff. So this Ogre is trapped here. And then I can just Terra and, you know, not have to take super effective damage. Eventually, right? There's the Latios. Perfect. Alright, so now we just Terra. We click Facade over here. And if he redirects, so be it. And then, you know, this thing can do really whatever it wants. I can also just go into Instant now just to weaken the Ogerpon damage and pressure the other thing next turn. So I'm going to do that, and then I have Fake Out Pressure afterwards. So make this Ogre go to -2, quote-unquote. Preserve the Crest a little bit. Okay, and I think the Ogerpon, even if he redirects, it's still fine. It's still going to do a ton of damage here. The Latios can't really beat the Incineroar as well. So that's my thought process here. But again, removing Dondozo from the beginning was important. Alright, so here we go. Now we can Terra over Terra Ghost. Okay. Spiky Shield, perfect. Again, this is also why I didn't want to target that slot and just remove the Latios. Alright, here's the Facade. This is one shot. Oh yeah. And then we get Fake Out Swords Dance next turn. Right? So Fake Out Swords Dance is coming in. Yeah, he really tried the Toxic Orb, you know, simple strat. But Swords Dance is going to be the play here. Fake Out for sure. Alright, and I think he just cancels the battle here. Yep! Ursaluna takes this one. Okay. Along with a little help from Parastong Flutter Mane. Alright, we got Clay Thompson, and once again, he is also getting ready for the Global Challenge. There is Torkoal, there's Glastrier. I have not seen that since Sword and Shield. He's got Dusclops. We haven't seen Dusclops in a hot minute. So, trick him, you know, maybe you don't want to click that. There is Farigiraf. Moltres actually looks pretty good here, all things considered. So does Incineroar. Incineroar looks like a god here, just because of Intimidate stuff. He does have King Gambit. That is the one thing I have to be aware of. So, that being said, I still want to lead Moltres. You know what I really want to do? I want to lead this thing. What if I lead both Ursaluna and Moltres at the same time? Oh, What if I did that? That sounds scary. Do I do it? Do I do it? What does he lead here? Like, Moltres looks very, like, again, I know the Terra Fairy stuff, but like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna do it. I think also I go into Ogerpon, and then let's go into Cresselia. Let's have some bulk. It's a hard Trick Room team, man. He's got everything. He's got everything. But this is one of the funny leads with Moltres and Ursaluna, especially if he leads things that are much slower than what I have here. So very specific situation where I would lead these two. So let's see how it goes. All right, can you deal? Oh, baby. All right. Well, now here's the thing. Glastrier is a problem. I kind of really wish I brought Incin into this. Okay, I really do. Farigiraf looks great. I'm not gonna lie. Farigiraf looks great. So does Swords Dance. Can Ursaluna take one, Icicle Crash? I think so. I can also get a flinch here. Do I dare? Who do I... It's gonna be tough. He might expect to protect. Let me go Farigiraf. Bro, I don't care. I'm doing it. I'm clicking the Earthquake. I don't care what you do. Alright, I don't think this is enough to remove Dusclops, because Dusclops is super bulky. But is this simply Protect and Trick Room? Is this Clear Amulet Glastrier? Is this why he let it? Might be Clear Amulet Glastrier. No, it's not. Can I get a free flinch? That did no damage. That is definitely something like AV Glastrier. Here's Raw Earthquake. Decent damage. Alright. Oh yeah. I forgot about that. Okay. Swords Dance. Okay. Is it Trick Room? Ah, we got the flinch! By the way, you saw how I Earthquaked my own Moltres? This is how dangerous we can be. This is how dangerous we can be. Okay? We did that. We did that. Okay? We did that. Farigiraf coming in. And then of course Facade over here. Oh, he's forced to do it now. He has no choice. He has no choice. Dusclops going for the Terra. Terra, Dark. Okay. Or something. Yeah, that looks like Dark, right? Alright, Farigiraf comes out. +1, by the way. Glastrier? Can we get a flinch on Glastrier? Alright, Facade anyway, so we get to remove this thing. So nice Glastrier you got there. Is this literally Trick Room Dusclops just to survive it? Or do we get another flinch? He gets the Trick Room. Okay. That's fine. Somewhat. Maybe. Okay. Now we have to be a little bit careful. It's Torkoal time. Alright. I do need... Does he have Nightshade stuff? I think Cresselia can take one. How do I want to do this? I'm gonna still click the EQ. Switching the Dusclops here. What is coming out? Exeggutor. Okay. Moltres, you did your best. Alright, Ursaluna, I'm gonna need you to take one. I'm gonna need you to take one. Can you take one? There's the eruption. Ursaluna, take one! Yes! Good job, Urs. Alright, here we go. Enjoy. Torkoal, you did your best. Torkoal lived on one! Is that a sash? How did Torkoal live on one? Uh-oh. We are in trouble. Are we? Maybe. I might have to click move. How did the Torkoal live? What is this? Protect. Okay. Where are we going with this? It's gotta be like quote-unquote heat wave now, right? That's weaker than eruption. So we're gonna eat that. Okay. There, oof, he crit my crest, thank you. And he went for the sleep powder. Thank you for dodging crest. Thank you for being so good. Alright, here we go. Torkoal, you did your best. Okay, Dusclops coming right back in. Okay. He went for the sleep powder. Okay, there is the Dusclops yet again. Do you have Shadow Sneak? Okay. Alright, you found everything. How many turns of TR are left? 2 turns. It's gonna be close. I want to click Lunar Blessing. He's gonna outspeed me. I kind of just need to survive here. If he has Shadow Sneak, he has Shadow Sneak. I want to just click Facade right over here. I'm not gonna protect. I'm gonna force him. I know he can only hit 1. Oh, he's got Nightshade. Never mind. He got me. Okay. But that's okay, because Moltres comes in next turn, then we're okay. Alright, Leaf Storm. That could miss! And he does! Oh, baby. Oh, man. You got to feel for our opponent right here. Listen, sometimes I have to make that turn 1 play. Like, I have to Earthquake my own Moltres, proc Berserk, okay? And then, you know, potentially... I even still have an Ogerpon here. So we actually quite chilling here. Moltres. Come right back in. Listen, you want to play inaccurate moves? You can play inaccurate moves. But that's going to be it here. Alright. And I won't even give him the chance. I'm going to just go into the Ogerpon right here, right now. Battle was canceled. Earthquake your own Moltres for victory, ladies and gentlemen. Don't do that play. I did that for the memes. But I've done that play before. I know it works in very, very specific situations. Alright, we got another interesting global challenge squad coming in. We got Pelipper and the thing, the walking wake, and there is a float cell. Why? I couldn't tell you. It's a sweeper in the rain, I understand it. And then we've got Chien-Pao and float cell. Okay, so it's probably like Aqua Jet stuff, and it's probably like physical. Just use Urshifu, bro. Then he's got the other thing, the other Ursaluna again, and then the Ogerpon over there. Listen, the Y guard is a pain in the butt. But that being said, I don't think there's any problem here. You know, we're just like leading these two. And then we bring in Incineroar. We could, well, that's the teal one, right? Maybe not. We'll bring in this guy instead. He's gonna give me the rain anyway. Let's go Flutter. I think Flutter just makes sense. Especially with like Chien-Pao and Walking Wake over there. Just raw damage from Flutter is gonna be good. Alright, see what he does. See what Beyonder can do over here. Okay, here we go. Ogerpon and Walking Wake. That's fine with me. And, you know, that's the other, that's the grass one over there. So, the question is, does he have enough power to remove the Cresselia? Speed, so that's already a good bonus for me. Yeah, Trickum looking pretty good here, and just a little turn 1 protect on the Ursaluna. Nothing needs to be crazy here. I don't think he has enough power to remove Crest. We're gonna find out, of course. We are gonna find out. Draco and the Cuzzo, that gonna be enough. Hydro Steam comes out. Okay, how much we eat that, so that's good. All right, and there's the taunt, but guess what we have? We have the Mental Herb. This is why Mental Herb is so good on Cresselia and the scene. You have to get up this Trick Room, so you have to ensure it. And this is one way to do it, right? Goggles is good, Berry is good, but on this particular team, Mental Herb just makes sense. All right, now we can start clicking Facade. We can start clicking a lot of things. The Ursaluna is going to have the Terra, of course, but we've got Moonblast into this thing, so we can get a special attack reduction there. And over here, we can click Facade over onto this one. If he protects, no big deal. But I just think this makes sense, because then we just click it again next turn. But yeah. And we have a chance for Cresselia to drop the special attack of that Walking Wake with the Moonblast going in there. And it's super effective, right? So that's the other thing that we have going for it. See, that's okay. See, again, Spiky Shield expected, right? We could have easily clicked Facade into the Walking Wake slot. So I could have read that. I should have probably read that. But this is still okay in the grand scheme of things. Alright, especially if we can get the special attack drop right here. Can we get it? We do get it, so that's good. So if he wants to target, yeah, I mean, this is fine because now we just click, you know, the other, we click our healing move and we're okay. Okay. So now he's kind of forced to switch out here into what? Everything kind of dies, so this is an easy play with Lunar Blessing and the Facade. I can even click Earthquake, right? But I don't think I need to do that. Yeah, he's a grass one, so let's just click Facade again. And he's forced to switch here. He's going to give me something. But Lunar Blessing, just to keep our Ursaluna healthy, of course, is going to be good. Alright, swaps the Walking Wake. That's fine by me. What comes in? His own Ursaluna. Alright, well, that could be good. Maybe. But let's remove this Ogerpon first. Okay. And again, let's just go for Lunar Blessing. Let's heal ourselves. Now, here's the thing. We might outspeed him. Okay, we might. Only one way to find out, of course. But yeah. Let's see. Does he go into Walking Wake again? He does go into Walking Wake again. However, this time, he has no boost. Okay, and I'm not worried about Ursaluna per se. I do have my own Flutter Mane. I have my own Ogerpon. The question is, does he want to keep the Walking Wake alive? I think he protects it. So I'm just going to keep pinning that slot. Keep clicking Lunar Blessing anyway. And just Facade. Or now I can actually click Earthquake and deal some big damage. So I can still do this, and I think it'll be good. So this way, even if he does protect like that, this is also okay. So now we're going to see the speed interaction here. So we are faster. That's good, right? So we get this Earthquake off. He's going to survive, of course. He has good physical bulk, but not the point. All right, Blood Moon. Can I live this, though? We have some bulk. I have some bulk. Like I said, I have some bulk. But here is my Lunar Blessing, of course. And now we're just okay. So we heal everything. Right, and we can heal next turn, and then we just keep spamming our EQs, right? Everything's in range. Well, would love to Helping Hand, but I just don't have it. But another turn of Trick Room. So, does he protect the Ursaluna this turn, is my guess. I think if he does, great, but if not, I still want to pin the slot and just, you know, Moonblast it anyway. And still click EQ, right? So he's going to swap, so something's going to take a Moonblast. Alright? And it is the Pelipper. Alright, I guess he's praying that he lives the Earthquake. Oh, I know why. Because it doesn't take Earthquake damage. Good play. Good play. He tries the double, doesn't get it. Okay? But here is the Earthquake, of course. If I get the KO on the Walking Wake, that is very, very good. Alright, here we go. And again, Ogerpon just cleans up everything in the endgame anyway. Yeah, this is fine. Okay? And once again, here is Moonblast, just to chip, break the stash. Would love a special attack drop there, which I do get, so that's nice. And honestly, everything he's got left, I just don't think he can break the Cresselia anyway. He's got Blood Moon, of course. There's his Ursaluna. Not that it really matters. I've got Flutter and everything coming in. So he can still click Tailwind, but I don't think he wants to do that. Right. So 4 turns of Rain. But we'll see what he does. So I'm still going to go for the Trick Room anyway. And I'm going to click Protect. I don't know if he has enough damage I truthfully don't. Because, you know, I am Calm Nature. I should be able to take this. Alright. Oh, he's going for it. He's going for the Blood Moon, right? I think Crest can take one. Alright. Let's see. Is the Clover EVs enough for Cresselia here? You know he's going for it. I could have also just read this and clicked Facade. Cresselia is too good, ladies and gentlemen. If there was any doubt how strong Cresselia is in this format, I think you just got your answer. Okay. So, honestly, now, you know, I can hit everything. I can Facade the Pelipper, and then I can just Moonblast you. Alright, I've got 2 mods in the back, so I think this is always optimal. Unless you have Protect Pelipper. Yeah, I mean, he's going for the Helping Hand, but, you know. Oh! Good try! I respect it. Good try! That would have actually made a difference there a little bit. But here comes Moonblast. Alright. That's good damage. And we get a special attack drop anyway, just to add insult to injury. Alright. That is probably the way we're going to end the video. Alright, in all things considered. I think we're going to Moonblast again, or I can even... yeah, I think we can just Moonblast again. And if he wants to try another Vacuum Wave, sure, have at it. But, yeah, either way. Oh, he's just going to let me have it? Oh, yeah, sure. Thank you. Oh, but now we get a crit when it doesn't matter. Alright, well done. Cresselia, too bulky, too good. Ursaluna, same thing, too much damage. Our opponent did not bring the Float Cell. Alright, folks, so there's the rental one more time. You still have a little bit of time left to try and use this. Again, Global Challenge coming up, right? This is a pretty cool team for Global Challenge, I would say. But once again, thanks to SodaMario for you know, getting the results with the squad. It gives the team credibility, of course. I can build it, but can you pilot it, right? So it got good results. It's built well, in my opinion. Okay, you know, Moltres is really good. Crest, Ursaluna, of course, you already know what they're gonna do. Moltres is scary, right? You can't just let that thing set up in your face, and you don't want to deal too much damage and let it live, because then Berserk activates, and then Moltres really goes Berserk. And then you've got Ogerpon and Flutter Mane things, you know, just for specific matchups. Parasong Flutter came into play again. You know, we did that in another video, but it's just so good. If people want to play Dondozo, listen, I'm going to click Perish in their face and then recycle Incineroar Fakeouts, and then that Dondozo is just going to drop, right? That game 3 where I clicked... so I'm able to do that because I know and I know that damage, and I know that I've been able to do it and pull it off on a couple of occasions. In game 3, we teared the Moltres and we clicked Earthquake, Farigiraf, right? And the whole reason for that was I'm going to take Earthquake damage. It's going to dip me into Berserk range. I'm going to heal back up with the Berry, but I get boosted Farigiraf that particular turn, and then I still get some chip with the Earthquake damage. Don't do that if you don't have to, okay? I did that because I know how that works. I've been comfortable using that, but at least now you got to see it. And flinch hacks, of course, work in our favor, right? So, yeah, that's all I'll say about that. Anyway, give the team a go. Let us know how you do. We'll be back with another video in the next one. And if you still need some help with team building, and if you're trying to, you know, get a squad going for the global challenge, or I think it's actually a little bit too late, or another regional later on in the next month, and if you need some help, sign up for coaching on the channel. Tier 3 sub gets you a one-on-one call with me. The link will be in the video description or in the pinned comment. You can click the same link and join the channel with that Tier 3 sub. And then from there, you can message me on Discord. You can join the Discord and then plan our session from there. All right, so that's going to do it for now, folks. We'll be back with the next one. Peace out. Have a good night.